Okay, more pictures? Okay, okay. All right.
And I think what's very important is that a major change came in 2008 when Turkey entered into a lot of reform in migration management. A lot of changes were made, and this year Turkey adopted the Foreigners and International Protection Law. And this is now trying to go towards a comprehensive approach and to migration management, and also a more human rights based approach to managing migration. I think in 2011, when the Libya crisis, the Arab Spring, came into being, the government of Turkey played a key role in providing transit assistance to a lot of migrant workers who were fleeing from Libya. And most of the people who fled Libya were migrant workers and not refugees. And many Turkish companies, private sector companies, construction companies, had hired a lot of foreign workers. Labor migration is a very important area for IOM, and we have been promoting protection for all migrant workers, also building capacity of the ministry in ethical recruitment procedures, capacity building at various levels. And last year we did a very interesting research for Turkey, and looking at migrant workers who are hired in the informal economy, in construction, agriculture, and in tourism. So we are very much engaged in this sector. I think when you look at the figures, you have about 215 international migrants, 215 million international migrants, and you've got about 740 internal migrants worldwide. And of these 215 international migrants, about 105 million migrants are working in countries other than their own, which means these are labor migrants who are not working in their own country but in another country. I think one of the key points first is that right now we have nearly 3 million Syrians who are outside their own country in refugee status, and we have about 11 million Syrians inside Syria who are displaced and who need international protection and assistance. I think when you look at the whole crisis in the region, Turkey has been the largest donor. It has provided the large amount of funds for the Syrian refugees. It has also declared a temporary protection in the country, which has been extremely important to provide the necessary protection to the Syrians. And Turkey still maintains an open door policy, which allows now not only Syrians but also Iraqis who are coming into the country. And as I understand, we have nearly 200,000 Iraqis who have come in the last 3 months, and many of them have registered also. Well, I think before I answer that question, I think what we need to understand when you look at the crisis from a migration perspective, there are many negative factors that have come in. We have a lot of irregular migration that is on the increase, secondary movements that are on the increase. We also have women and children who are crossing borders. We have people in the boat who are being killed trying to enter European countries. So the impact goes much beyond just the humanitarian situation. And it's one single country cannot take the full responsibility of the whole crisis, because there are many aspects to this crisis that are going on. Yeah, but two important points here. One, that when Turkey adopted this law on foreigners and international protection, it was in the midst of a humanitarian crisis, so that is a positive aspect. The second positive aspect is that on 16th December 2013, Turkey-EU signed the readmission agreement. And on the EU accession process, we work very closely with Turkey on Chapter 24, Freedom, Justice and Security, under which migration management features. And I am very pleased to say that we have made a lot of progress in various aspects of migration in Turkey. And for the first time, there's a migration law and there's an asylum law. Well, I think to wrap up, I could make 3 key points here. The first one is, which my IOM is promoting, is that to protect the human rights of all migrants. It does not matter what category they are in, but we must protect the rights of all migrants. That's the first point. And I think the second key point is that this is a shared responsibility, and government, private sector, the public, civil society have all a role to play to bring in a more holistic human rights-based approach. And my last point is that we need to have a positive perspective of migration, because migrants bring skills, they bring talent, they bring cultural diversity, and they bring innovation in a country. We should try to break away from the negative perception and try to walk towards a more positive public perception of migrants. Connected. Okay, send, receive. How will they be used? I don't even know.